First off, I want to say Happy New Year to everybody. Happy 2024. And hopefully, this will be a better year than last year. And with that being said, let's get into it. Now, you can see on the video, obviously, these people they co parent. And the guy is like, he's there, he's ready to pick up his child, and he just wants to put his child in the car so he can go home. Because if you've seen the whole thing, basically he's saying, "Hey, give me my child. I drove 2 hours to get here. Give me my child so I can put her in the car and go home." She's making a big scene. She wants to know, well, no, let me put the child in the car. Well, you don't have a car seat. And he opens the door, shows her, yes, I do have a car seat. And then she's like, well, let me put her in the car seat. And he's like, no, don't touch my car. I don't want you touching my property. Can you just give me my child so that way I can put her in the car and go home? And then she starts making up other things like, well, why are you yelling at me in front of her where she wants me to put her in the car seat? Well, she's just making up any excuse to make things difficult for this man instead of giving him his child so he can go home after driving 2 hours to meet her there. The good thing is that this man had someone recording so that way he can show proof to the courts that she makes things difficult for him every time he tries to go and pick his child up so he can spend time with her. Because obviously they must be doing this because it's court ordered. And she's got to make that difficult too. Like, women, when are y'all going to grow up? You are upset, and we all know why she's doing this. As a woman, fellas, I'm going to tell you why she's doing this. She's doing this because she's mad because he don't want her no more. That's all it is. And ladies, you can deny it. You can say it's not true. You can argue with me till the cows come home. But the truth of the matter is, this is the only interaction she gets from this man. This is the only interaction she gets from this man. Because she's probably tried to get back with him several times, and he said, no, I don't want to deal with you anymore. I'm just here for my daughter. And see, most women, when you tell it to them straight like that, they can't handle it. They cannot handle it. So she's going to make everything difficult as possible, even though it's already been court ordered that this guy probably only sees his child every other weekend or something. She got to make that difficult too. And it's a good thing that he's recording it because he can say, well, I asked her to give me my child. She wouldn't give me my child. So she's violating the court order. And ladies, the judges can punish you for violating a court order. If it's court ordered for him to have the child every other weekend or whatever days that the judge says, do it. Stop making things difficult for these men. And then you wonder why they don't want anything to do with you anymore. You wonder why most men just, you know what? I don't even want to spend time with the child. I'm going to just pay the child support and you do what you got to do. Because it just gets to the point where it's frustrating and it's infuriating. And I'm so sorry, fellas, that y'all have to deal with these immature women. Because that's what they are. They're immature women. I am so sorry that y'all have to deal with that. Instead of her being a real woman and giving that man his child so he can go home. She wants to act like she's freaking 15 years old instead of being a grown woman and doing what she got to do. And it makes me upset. It makes me really upset. Ladies, we got to grow up. Because whether you realize it or not, your child can see what you're doing. Your child can see what you're putting their father through. And you may not like his father, but you can't stop that child from wanting love from their mother and their father. That's something that you cannot change. Because most children want love from their mother and their father. So ladies, in this new year, let's grow up. Let's be mature women and handle our business right and do right by our men. Can't we do that? Why we gotta make things difficult for men all the time when they want to make things easy for us? Let's do right by the people in our lives, especially our men, ladies. Ugh.